Okay, here we are with the Oric again. I'm going to open it up and see if I can do anything about those dodgy keys. As you can see, there's 4 little Phillips head screws. I believe there's also a 5th one under this warranty sticker here, so unfortunately I will be voiding the factory warranty on the Oric. Okay, that's all the screws removed. Turns out there is a 6th one back here, and I was able to lift up the warranty sticker there and get to that last screw, and the back just lifts right off. And there's a lovely little 80s microcomputer board, built-in speaker, built-in RF modulator there. Got a bank of, I would say those are the RAM chips down there. We've got our 6502 CPU. Sound, I'm just going to say maybe that's video there, maybe this one's video. Okay, let's see if we can find where the keyboard connector is. Okay, underneath the main board we've got some little pins sticking up here, and that's the connector to the keyboard. I was very careful pulling that because I've seen people have snapped these and they can be hard to replace. So let's see if I can check these connections. Didn't bring a multimeter today, so I need to go and get one. Okay, quick detour to Total Tools in Ashfield. Pick up a little multimeter because I really need to check the continuity on those keyboard switches. So let's go have a look. Okay, done a bit of a physical inspection of the board. It all looks really nice. Actually, it's very clean inside. Didn't see anything that looked obviously broken. So I've plugged the main board back into the keyboard, and we can see over here, if I bridge, say, the contacts for number 1, you can hear that, and it's putting number 1s there. But if I press the number 1, sorry, it's a bit tricky. If I press the number 1 on the keyboard, it's not getting it. So I guess that's good and bad. It means that the circuit board itself is okay, but whatever connects the keys to that board is, I guess, mechanically not working. So I suppose the next thing is to take out the keyboard circuit and have a look at it. Okay, actually not making much progress here. You can see these are the contacts for the number 1 button, and when I press that button, resistance drops way down. So that's really weird because, I mean, when I bridged the contacts with the screwdriver, a number 1 appeared on the screen, but if I press the button, they didn't. But I don't know, if I'm pressing it here, seems like it's getting a nice connection there. So I'll plug the board back in and give it another try. Okay, now I've plugged the main board back into the keyboard PCB, and now I find that those number keys that were not working before are working. So I can only conclude that it must have just been a bad connection or something. So I'm going to put it all back together and hopefully it's still working. Okay, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. You can see all the buttons are working fine. I've put the case back on, and they've gone dodgy again. So what's happening? What can this mean? Okay, I've partly disassembled the Oric. So number 1's working. Number 2 is not working unless I squish the back of the PCB in. So I guess, does that mean if I squish in number 3 there, then I can get number 3 to work? So I guess something inside these keys is not getting. If I do this, you can see the contacts are hitting, but it's only if I then give that board a bit of a massage so it actually, so whatever's connecting these things to the PCB might be a bit dodgy, which I guess we'll have a look. Not sure how I would go about fixing this. Oric is back together, and unfortunately the number keys are still a little bit intermittent there. 3 is not very happy. Number 1 is reasonably reliable. Spacebar is working consistently now, which is good. But yeah, wasn't quite able to get to the bottom of the keyboard issue. So maybe next week.